Imagine a land where the sky is vast and endless, a place where golden prairies stretch as far as the eye can see. This is South Dakota. It is a land of dramatic landscapes and powerful stories. It is a place where history is not just in books. It is carved into the mountains. It whispers on the wind across the plains. Today, we are going on a journey. We will travel through time, from the ancient past to the vibrant present. We will explore the heart of this incredible state. We will see how its history has shaped everything we see today. It's a story of change, of struggle, and of breathtaking beauty. We will step back to a time when giant mammoths roamed these very lands. We will listen to the stories of the first people who called this place home, the Lakota, Dakota, Nakota. Their traditions and beliefs are woven into the fabric of South Dakota. We will explore the sacred Black Hills. We'll learn why they are so important. This is the then of our story. It is the foundation upon which everything else was built. It is a world of nature, spirit, and survival under a wide open sky. From there, our path will move forward in time. We will witness the arrival of new faces on the horizon. Explorers and fur traders came, changing the landscape forever. We will follow the famous expedition of Lewis and Clark as they navigated the mighty Missouri River. We will feel the excitement and danger of the Black Hills Gold Rush. This was a time that drew thousands of prospectors seeking their fortune. This era brought great change. It led to conflict, treaties, and the birth of legendary towns like Deadwood. It was a wild and untamed period in American history. As we continue our journey, we will see how the state grew and transformed. We will explore the era of the homesteaders. These were brave families who came to build a new life on the prairie. They turned the wild grasslands into fields of wheat and corn. Railroads crisscrossed the state, connecting small towns and bringing new opportunities. We will see how agriculture became the backbone of South Dakota's economy. This part of our journey shows the resilience and determination of the people who settled this land. It is a story of building communities and creating a future from the ground up. Our journey through time does not stop in the past. It leads us directly to the South Dakota of today. We will explore the iconic landmarks that draw millions of visitors from around the world. We will stand in awe before Mount Rushmore. We will learn the incredible story of how this massive sculpture was carved into a mountain. We will also visit the Crazy Horse Memorial. This is another monumental carving, still in progress, dedicated to the spirit of a great Lakota leader. These monuments are more than just stone. They represent powerful ideas about history, heroes, heritage. They are a must-see for anyone visiting the state. Next, we will venture into the state's stunning natural wonders. We will explore the otherworldly landscape of the Badlands National Park. Its dramatic peaks and canyons look like something from another planet. We will drive through Custer State Park, where herds of bison roam free. We will go deep underground to discover the mysteries of Wind Cave National Park. This state is a paradise for nature lovers, from the winding Missouri River to the pine-scented forests of the Black Hills. We will share tips on the best scenic drives and the most beautiful spots to visit. But South Dakota is more than just its history and its landscapes. It is also about the people who live here today. We will get a feel for modern life in the state. We will explore its charming small towns and its growing cities. We will learn about the local culture, rodeos, powwows, vibrant art scenes. We will discover the unique blend of cowboy culture and Native American heritage that makes this place so special. This is the now of our journey. It shows how the past and present live side by side in a dynamic and welcoming state. So, get ready to travel with us. This is your invitation to experience South Dakota in a whole new way. We will connect the dots between its ancient roots and its modern attractions. We will uncover the stories behind the famous sites. We will show you the hidden gems that many tourists miss. Whether you are planning a trip or just dreaming of adventure, this journey is for you. Join us as we explore the history, the icons, and the must-see stops of the incredible state of South Dakota. Let's begin our journey through time. Our story of South Dakota begins long before any state lines were drawn. It starts in a time when the land itself was still being shaped by ice and water. Imagine a landscape fresh from the last ice age, around 12,000 years ago. Giant mammals, like the woolly mammoth, the saber-toothed cat, roamed these vast, open spaces. This was the world that the first humans entered. These early peoples, known to archaeologists as Paleo-Indians, were skilled hunters and gatherers. They followed the massive herds, relying on them for food, clothing, and tools. They lived in small, mobile groups, their lives dictated by the seasons and by the movement of the animals. These ancient inhabitants left behind subtle clues. Archaeologists have uncovered beautifully crafted spear points, clovis, folsum, which show incredible skill and ingenuity. Close-ups reveal tools meticulously chipped from stone. Finding one of these points feels like holding a connection to someone thousands of years old. Over thousands of years, the climate warmed and the giant mammals disappeared. The people adapted. The archaic peoples developed a more diverse way of life. They hunted smaller game, modern bison, deer, and they expanded their diet to include plants, roots, berries. Around 2,000 years ago, the woodland period brought major changes. Some groups formed more settled villages along the Missouri River. They began early agriculture, cultivating sunflowers, squash. Pottery appears for better food storage and cooking. Burial mounds appear. Some remain today. These mounds point to more complex social and ceremonial life. These farmers and mound builders are direct ancestors of later native nations, laying cultural groundwork for what was to come. As we move closer to the time of European contact, the dominant force on the northern plains was a powerful alliance known as the Osidi-Sakowin. This name means the Seven Council Fires. To the outside world, they became known as the Sioux. This nation had three main divisions: Dakota, or Santee, Nakota, or Yanktonai, Lakota, or Teton, the westernmost group, linked to South Dakota. The Lakota were further divided into 7 distinct bands: Oglala, Sikangu, Brule, Hunkpapa. Each band was a self-governing entity, but they were connected by language, by kinship, and by a shared culture. They came together for major ceremonies, for council meetings, and for large-scale bison hunts. This political and social structure allowed them to be both flexible and strong. They could operate as smaller family units for most of the year, then unite as a formidable force when needed. The arrival of the horse, which reached the northern plains around the 18th century, revolutionized their way of life. The horse, which they called Sunka Wakan, holy dog. It transformed them into the quintessential nomadic buffalo hunters of the American imagination. With horses, they could travel farther and faster, hunt the massive bison herds with greater efficiency, and transport their belongings with ease. The horse became a symbol of wealth and prestige. This new mobility allowed the Lakota to expand their territory westward, pushing other tribes aside, and becoming the undisputed masters of the High Plains, from the Missouri River to the Black Hills. Their society was built around a set of core values that guided every aspect of life: bravery, fortitude, generosity, wisdom. Generosity, or wakantognyaka, was especially important. A leader was not someone who accumulated the most wealth, but someone who gave the most away to support the poor, the elderly, and the less fortunate. The family, or tiospaye, was the central unit of society, providing a network of support and belonging. Everyone had a role to play, from the youngest child to the most respected elder. This strong social fabric created a resilient and deeply connected community, capable of enduring the hardships of plains life and the immense changes that were on the horizon. For the Lakota and other native peoples of South Dakota, the physical world was inseparable from the spiritual world. They did not see a separation between nature and the divine. Instead, every rock, river, animal, plant was imbued with a sacred spirit. Their universe was guided by a powerful, all-encompassing life force known as Wakantanka, often translated as the Great Spirit or the Great Mystery. Wakantanka was not a single entity like the god of Western religions, but a complex, multifaceted force manifesting throughout the universe. This belief fostered a deep respect for the natural world, expressed through ceremonies and rituals that marked the seasons and stages of life. One of the most important ceremonies was the sun dance, or Wiwanyang Wachipi, a profound multi-day ritual of prayer and personal sacrifice, often held in summer when bands gathered. Participants would make vows and pray for the well-being of the tribe, for healing, and for a vision to guide their lives. Another central practice was the purification ceremony, Inipi, commonly known as the sweat lodge. A small, dome-shaped structure covered with hides or blankets to create darkness. Hot rocks in a central pit, water poured over them to make dense, purifying steam. Inside, participants prayed, sang, and sought cleansing and guidance. The sweat lodge symbolized a return to the womb of Mother Earth, emerging reborn and renewed. Personal visions were vital. Young people often undertook a vision quest, Hamblekayapi, crying for a vision. Alone on a remote hilltop, without food or water for days, they prayed and humbled themselves before the spirits, hoping for guidance, purpose, or a spiritual protector. These visions shaped an individual's identity and role in the community for years to come. Daily life for the Lakota was a cycle of movement centered on the bison. This sacred animal was the source of everything: food, clothing, tools, and the iconic teepee. These mobile homes allowed the people to follow the great herds. Within the camp, the roles of men and women were distinct but equally valued, forming a balanced partnership that ensured the survival of the Tiospeye, or extended family. It was a life of resilience, community, and deep connection to the land. At the heart of the Lakota world lie the Pahasapa, the hills that are black. These were not just mountains, they were the most sacred place on earth, a temple, the center of their universe, and the place their people first emerged. The hills provided everything for survival, a sanctuary of peace. This deep connection would soon become the source of enduring conflict. The traditional world of the Oseti Sakowin, so perfectly balanced with the rhythms of the plains, began to face new pressures in the late 18th and early 19th centuries. The first signs of change did not come as armies, but as a trickle of new people with new ideas and new goods. French fur traders, Spanish fur traders, American fur traders, trading up the Missouri River and its tributaries. Fortified trading posts like Fort Pierre, hubs of cultural and economic exchange. Beaver pelts, bison robes, traders offered, metal tools, pots, firearms, colorful cloth, glass beads. This trade brought both benefits and dangers. Metal arrowheads, knives, cooking pots made daily life easier and more efficient. However, trade also created dependency. Traders also brought disease, smallpox, measles, to which the native population had no immunity, causing devastating epidemics that wiped out entire villages. The most famous early explorers to cross South Dakota were Meriwether Lewis and William Clark. Their expedition, commissioned by President Thomas Jefferson, traveled up the Missouri River in 1804. Their mission: explore the Louisiana Purchase, find a water route to the Pacific, establish trade and diplomatic relations. Their journals provide a fascinating, if biased, first-hand account of the land and its people at this pivotal moment in time. They met with the Yankton Nakota and had a tense, near-violent confrontation with the Teton Lakota near present-day Pierre. This encounter was a foreshadowing of the difficult relationship that would develop between the Lakota and the United States government. The arrival of Lewis and Clark symbolized a new and powerful force entering the region. They were representatives of a distant and powerful nation that now claimed ownership of the land. They presented tribal leaders with peace medals bearing the president's image, a symbolic gesture of placing them under the authority of the United States. While the full implications were not understood at the time, this was the beginning of the end for the Lakota's complete autonomy. The old world of the open plains and the sacred hills was about to collide with the relentless westward expansion of a new nation, setting the stage for a century of conflict, broken promises, and profound transformation. The 1851 Fort Laramie Treaty defined territories for Native nations, including the Lakota's sacred Black Hills, and guaranteed safe passage for settlers. But the 1862 Homestead Act offered 160 acres of free land, turning a trickle of travelers into a flood of homesteaders. This influx onto treaty-guaranteed lands created intense conflict, pushing the region toward all-out war. Close behind the homesteaders came the railroad. For the Lakota, the iron horse was a terrifying sign, scaring away bison and caging their sacred hunting grounds. Then, in 1874, an expedition led by Colonel George Custer found gold in the Black Hills, land guaranteed to the Lakota. The news sparked a massive, illegal rush of prospectors, and the lawless town of Deadwood became its chaotic heart. When the Lakota refused to sell their sacred land, the U.S. government issued an ultimatum, leading to the Great Sioux War. The Great Sioux War saw a stunning victory at the Battle of the Little Bighorn, but it cost the tribes everything. The U.S. Army responded with overwhelming force, forcing starving bands onto reservations. The final tragic chapter occurred in 1890 at Wounded Knee, where hundreds of unarmed Lakota were killed, marking the definitive end of the Indian Wars. After a journey through South Dakota's turbulent past, we arrive at its most famous present-day icon. High in the Black Hills, carved into a massive granite mountainside, are four familiar faces: George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Theodore Roosevelt, Abraham Lincoln. This is Mount Rushmore National Memorial. It is a symbol of America, a tribute to its first 150 years of history. Each year, millions of visitors from all over the world make the pilgrimage to this spot. The vision for Mount Rushmore came from a man named Doane Robinson. He hired a famous sculptor named Gutzon Borglum to bring his idea to life. Borglum, however, had a grander vision. He chose the four presidents to represent the birth, growth, development, preservation. He selected the mountain for its height, its solid granite, and its southeast-facing wall, which would catch the sun for most of the day. Carving the monument was a monumental task that took 14 years, from 1927 to 1941. Borglum and his crew of about 400 workers faced incredible challenges. The work was dangerous. To remove huge amounts of rock, they used dynamite. The workers then used tools like jackhammers and drills to slowly shape the finer details of the faces. It was a feat of engineering and courage, and incredibly, not a single worker died during the entire construction process. Today, visiting Mount Rushmore is a powerful experience. As you walk the Avenue of Flags, the view of the sculpture grows more and more impressive. The faces are 60 feet high, as tall as a 6-story building. You can see the fine details that Borglum insisted on, like the light of life in Lincoln's eyes. The site also includes a sculptor's studio with models and tools, and a visitor center that tells the story of the carving. To see the monument is to connect with a powerful symbol of American ideals, and the immense determination it took to carve that symbol into the heart of the Black Hills. Just east of the Black Hills lies a landscape so strange and dramatic, it feels like another planet. This is Badlands National Park. The Lakota called this place Mako Sika, which means land bad, and early French-Canadian fur trappers called it Les Mauvaises Terres à Traverser, or Badlands to travel across. It is a place of sharply eroded buttes, pinnacles, and spires that rise abruptly from the surrounding prairie. The land is painted in layers of color, soft pinks, yellows, deep reds, and grays. These layers tell a geological story that stretches back millions of years, a story of ancient seas, subtropical forests, and the strange creatures that once roamed here. The unique formations of the Badlands were created by the powerful forces of water and wind. The Badlands erode at a rate of about 1 inch per year. With every heavy rainstorm, the landscape changes, revealing new shapes, and sometimes new fossils from a long-lost world. The Badlands contain one of the world's richest fossil beds from the Oligocene epoch. These rocks hold the remains of ancient mammals like three-toed horses, saber-toothed cats, and giant rhino-like creatures called brontotherese. The park's fossil preparation lab allows visitors to watch scientists as they carefully clean and study these ancient bones, uncovering the secrets of a prehistoric world. Despite its name, the Badlands are teeming with life. Bighorn sheep navigate the steep canyon walls with incredible agility. Coyotes and bobcats hunt in the early morning light. Prairie dogs build their bustling towns on the grassy flats. Driving the Badlands Loop Scenic Byway is the best way to experience the park. The road winds through the heart of the formations, with numerous overlooks that offer breathtaking views. For a deeper experience, hiking one of the park's trails allows you to immerse yourself in the silence and stunning beauty of this unique environment. Custer State Park is a 71,000-acre wildlife sanctuary, famous for its scenic drives and abundant wildlife, especially its free-roaming bison herd. But beneath the prairie lies another world entirely: Wind Cave National Park, home to 95% of the world's rare boxwork formations. A visit here offers two distinct and beautiful worlds in one place. In the Black Hills, a massive mountain carving honors the legendary Lakota warrior Crazy Horse. A dream initiated by Lakota elders, sculptor Korchak Ziolkowski and his family have dedicated their lives to the project. Nearby, the Missouri River, once a wild highway, was transformed by massive dams in the 20th century. This created a premier destination for recreation, but the taming of the river came at a great cost, flooding towns and devastating Native American lands, a powerful symbol of progress and loss. Our journey through South Dakota reveals a land of dramatic history and enduring nature. From the deep spiritual connection of its first peoples to the dreams carved into mountains, echoes of the past meet present adventures. The soul of South Dakota is this incredible dialogue between people and the land. We hope this journey has inspired you to experience it for yourself. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, share a comment, and subscribe for our next adventure. Until next time, keep exploring.